Well, reinstated Johannesburg Mayor Mpho Phalatse says justice has been served. That's after the High Court in Johannesburg declared the council sitting that voted her out unconstitutional and invalid. The court also ruled that the election of Dada Morero as Joburg Mayor was unlawful and ordered Speaker Collen Makhubele to pay some costs in the matter. The coalition government in the city has been unstable for a while now. Let's get you the view of the Inkatha Freedom Party. We're joined by the party's Mlungisi Mabaso this morning via our video link. Mlungisi, thanks very much indeed for coming on. You're sort of in the camp of the ANC, aren't you? Tell us about how you view the reinstatement of Mpho Phalatse, even though it's likely going to be for a very short time.
Thank you very much, and greetings to you and viewers at home. The IFP has welcomed the judgment. We believe that judiciary is an independent institution that should assist in situations such as this one. But it's so unfortunate that we had to drag in or bring in the judiciary in matters of counsel, matters that we would have sorted out ourselves, because we do have standing rules and orders of counsel which clearly states, on how we should deal with matters such as this one.
I mean, has the council, despite those rules, as you say, has the council shown time and time again, demonstrated that it's unable to come to these resolutions on its own without, as you say, the involvement of the judiciary, without going to court? Is there the maturity of coalitions to sort these things out before approaching the courts?
Well, the reality is that we are afforded time in council to engage and debate on issues. But if you feel that the speaker is not, aligning herself, her processes with the standing rules and orders of council, then you can approach, any court of law, to review the decision of the speaker. So with all the opportunities that are presented to us in council, we always get to a point where one feels that maybe this matter was not taken in the best interest of council, the rules were not looked at properly, and that's when the matter then gets to be taken to court for review. And such as this matter, because there are processes which were in a way flouted when we went to council. Hence, the executive mayor had to take the matter to court for review, and the court ruled in her favor.
So what now for your coalition in Johannesburg?
Well, we are going to continue with the work. Yesterday night, the mayor convened an agent in committee meeting where we're looking at the reports that needs to serve in council tomorrow. So we are going to continue with the work. The court has declared that the mayor Phalatse is a rightful mayor, so she needs to continue with the work. The executive needs to continue with the work so that there are no hindrances in service delivery. Remember, with all these instabilities in Johannesburg, most people that suffers are the residents, because the service delivery gets to be compromised. So we need to make sure that there are no negative impact on service delivery, and we need to make sure that there are no hindrances. So whoever that is in the office must make sure that they attend to the day-to-day operations of the municipality so that residents receive what is due to them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the reason why we need to sort out our coalition governments, right? Because it's ultimately for the good of residents. What do you make of criticism that where the DA governs by coalition, those coalitions are very tenuous, are very short-lived and unstable?
Well, the reality is that in any coalition-formed government, the treatment must be the same. I mean, the engagements with your coalition partners is of paramount. Putting aside your political ideologies and focus on service delivery, because you will know that local government is more of service delivery than legislation and policy making. So our focus should really be on service delivery and put aside our political differences, our political ideologies. You will know that in coalition you will meet parties with different cultures, with different setups within their ranks. But the reality is that our focus should be on service delivery. And as IFP, we always call on, a stability in coalition's government, and we always, ask all political parties in coalition government to treat each other with respect and to make sure that they focus on service delivery more than anything else.
So, as the IFP, if indeed Mpho Phalatse's term once again as mayor is incredibly short-lived, Phalatse has admitted as much as well, saying that the fight that she's taken on is one of principle. What are the IFP's plans then in terms of its behavior in council?
Well, currently, as the mayor has been reinstated, the IFP is back in the executive. So if then another motion of confidence is tabled and the mayor is removed, then the IFP would gladly be on the opposition unless otherwise. Remember, as parties, we always engage, and when we are engaged also as the IFP, we always welcome any engagement, we always welcome any organization. But for us as the IFP, we were in the opposition when Mayor Morero was sworn in, and we were happy being on the opposition. We continued to serve our residents even from the opposition bench, because to us, it's about serving the residents, it's about being voice of those that are not in council. People voted us in council to represent their views, and we will continue to do that, and we're glad to do that even from the opposition benches. If the opportunity then presents itself that we find ourselves back in government or in the executive, we are going to continue to work for the residents, because for us, that is the priority as the IFP. Hence, we've always calling for stability in government. We've always been calling, for all those that are in power to prioritize residents and to prioritize service delivery, because we understand and we are of the view that there is a lot that has not been done by government, and there is a lot of work that still needs to be done by government, and we need to focus on that more than anything else.
The Inkatha Freedom Party's Mlungisi Mabaso, let me thank you this morning for your time here on the AM Report as we continue to track the revolving door that is the Mayor's office in Johannesburg.